How long you got, bro? Um, man, you said 3 minutes. That threw me off. But no, man, I started out very very young, probably about in my 20s. I started out in entertainment, wanted to be an entertainer. Grew up, I had dreams of being Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson didn't quite work out for me, but luckily I fell into this entrepreneurial world. I've been one of those type people that no matter what I did, I always kind of figured out a way to kind of rise to the top. So all these different jobs and stuff. I started out way back when I was like 14, working at Sonic. I think it was my first job, making 4.25 an hour. Um, but I was always one of those type of people that learned how to climb the ladder pretty quick. So I moved up to Atlanta probably about 15 years ago and started working for this huge medical practice. I did pretty well there. Ended up getting up to VP of marketing status, but I realized that number one, they were making a lot more money than I was making, and then number two, one of the biggest things I didn't my heart wasn't really in it. Like I was good at it, but my heart wasn't really in it the way that it should be when you're focused on a career and this type of thing. So things led to what they led to. And I stopped working at that place. Honestly, I got fired, which is one of those type of things that a lot of entrepreneurs, I guess, experience. But one of the biggest things was when I did lose my position at the place that I was working at. One thing that it was the mindset that I had. It was like, well, I've made millions of dollars for this company, and if I can do that, kind of playing around or not really being serious about what I'm doing or not really, being super focused at what I'm doing, just imagine what I could possibly do for myself. So for my music career, I was the one that, did all the audio. I did the engineering, I did the, graphics and all that type of stuff for our CDs and all this type of stuff. So I started out with graphic design, started working, for friends and family members and this type of stuff, doing flyers for like, $35, $40. And my goal was to make about $50 a day. So I quickly kind of learned how to make about $50 a day. And then I started to increase my skills a little bit more because one big thing that I tell people is make sure that you have skills that pay you well. So graphic design is one of those fields. It's a great field to be in, but very few graphic designers get to a status or a big point of, man, I'm making millions of dollars off graphic design. It's just not a story that you hear all the time. So I started to increase my skills. I started learning how to do web design. I think I did my first website for $300 for someone. I was scared to death. Exactly. I was scared to death. Now we do websites for about 30 grand. But I was scared to death to do it, but I was able to do it, get a good product for the client. They were very happy about it, and from there, I just kept increasing my skills and just kept getting better at it. With web design, one of the biggest things that I could create beautiful websites, but the next step was, is anybody gonna see it? Is anybody looking at it? So that's when probably about I say probably about 8 9 years ago. This is before SEO was super huge like it is today. Today it's a must. Back then it was kind of something that we were starting to move towards. But wanting to make sure that people were looking at the websites that I was building and this type of stuff. Then of course, then we started, focusing on, all right, how do we get traffic? How do we get traffic? How do we get traffic? Then the next thing was social media coming about. So once social media came about, I mean, this gave us a way to connect with millions and millions of people. So we definitely had to make sure that we kind of learn that and start to master that. So it's just been one of those type things. It's been a true progression just every step along the way. And we just kept building, kept building until we got to the point we are today, and which is Influencer 365, where we focus on PR, digital marketing, and branding. Okay. Say we can hear you. Can everybody at home? Can everybody hear? Can y'all hear Shay Brown? Can anybody out there hear Shay? If, if you can hear Shay Brown speaking, please hit the number one on your keyboard. If you can hear Shay, please hit the number one so we know that you're listening and know that you can hear us loud and clear. He's buffering on my end. I can't hear anything.
Now, check one, check two. Can you still hear me, Kevin?
I can hear you. I don't
All
know
right,
about the
check
audience.
one,
Let me
check
see if
one.
I'm trying to tune in with them.
Okay, so if you
You
can
can
hear
hear
me,
say one.
let me know you can hear me. Just tell
Type
them one more
one
time to
if
check.
you can hear us.
Okay, why camera? Oh, yeah, I think this is what we need. Uh-oh, that's
Okay.
not it. You went off. That's definitely not it. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, hold on. All right, mic check, mic check. See if they can hear me. I'm doing something here. VCam on. Okay, this is good. Audio is display port. All right, check one, check one. I can see it popping up now.
Okay.
Check
Sounds great
one,
now.
check one.
Okay.
So, Joy, can you hear me now? B. Jetter, can you hear me now? Remember, they're on a 2-second delay. So if you can hear me, hit number two. If you can hear me, hit number two. Let them know, Kev, if they can hear me to hit number two below.
If you can hear us talking, hit number two. If
Or
you
hear
can hear Shay
Shay. You
Brown.
say if they can hear Shay Brown.
If they can hear Shay Brown, or if you can hear Shay Brown at home, type two on your keyboards.
Yes, yes. Type two. Deborah Crimes, let me know if you can hear me. Daryl Simmons, let me know if you can hear me. If it's buffering on your end, Daryl, it's because you got a slow internet connection. But let us know if you can hear us, by the way. B. Jacqueline.
Coming in now.
Huh?
The tubes are coming in now. I'm starting to see the tubes jump across the screen.
Oh, okay. Ursula said we can hear you. All right. B. Jacqueline, thanks a lot. Joy, thanks a lot for hanging in there. I want to be heard. I mean, y'all don't care about Shay Brown because, yeah, today is my January 1st. Y'all don't care about Shay Brown. Y'all really care about the one and only Kevin over there. With that being said, Kevin, I wanted to ask you another question, but they're telling me we got to go. We got to go. So with that being said, thank you so much for letting me know you can hear us. B. Jacqueline, Nick Brown, it was great hanging out with your wife, Ann Brown, at the close conference. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now give me the six.
Go ahead and give a big standing
Check one,
ovation
check,
for
check.
the one and the only Shay Brown.
Every morning in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and it knows it must outrun the fastest lion or be killed and eaten. Also, every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up and knows it must outrun the slowest gazelle or it will starve to death. You've heard it before. It doesn't matter whether you're a lion or a gazelle. When the sun comes up, you better be what? You better be running. That's right. That's right. You better be running. Life is about meaning, and meaning is about service. Isn't that the reason why we're all here? Isn't that what we're all searching for? 2013, the Peak Performance Institute was created. 5,000 clients who we've helped turn their idea into a reality, their reality into a business, their business into a movement, impacting 5.7 million lives around the world. Imagine that! My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Network, the world's largest organization for the well-being of an entrepreneur. And as we always say, our mission at the Happy Entrepreneur Network, our mission is to inspire, empower, and provide resources for the entrepreneur to live a balanced life and execute their vision for the people they were called to serve. And our mantra, I love our belief. Everyone should have a belief statement. Our belief is the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. With that being said, let's get started. Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country. And our mission is to empower, our mission is to inspire, and our mission, Velton showers up. Our mission is to provide the resources necessary so that you, the entrepreneur, you can execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever time it is for you, wherever you are in the world, the one and only, the man himself, yes, you got him on the other side, the founder of Atlanta Business Journal Digital, the founder of Influencer 365, and just a real cool, kind human being, the man himself, Kevin C. Pride. What's up, Kevin?
How you doing, man? Thank you so much for having me on your show. I love your intro, man.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you being here, man. I love what you're doing. One of the things that we're going to talk about today or this morning, whatever time, is really the 5 strategies that folks need to really conquer this whole digital mystery. Like, how do they make money with their business? How do they really market what their business doing? It's like, how do you really do it? Everybody's been reading about it, watching webinars about it, going to events about it, signing up and buying coaching programs about it, but how do you really do it? And I know you're gonna break that down, man. I'm so humble and appreciate you doing that. But first, before we get started, one of our philosophies, Kevin, is we have this mantra that today, which I have my shirt finally. Thanks a lot, Javis. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st, and today is my January 1st represents that pivotal moment in our life where we had to make a decision. So every day you get to make a decision. And when you make that decision, it can change the trajectory of your life. You either go to the gym or you don't. You stay in the same place. You either eat the hamburger or you eat the vegetables. You either spend time with your family or you don't. And the question I have for you in this today is my January 1st. It's a moment in time. We all got to make a decision. What was your January 1st moment? Give us the backstory that led you to saying, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to draw a line in the sand, and I'm going to make this work no matter what. Today is my January 1st. And for those folks watching, Gina Brown, Eric Ehrlich, Paul, I see you, Taylor, Velton, I see you, Nick Brown, I see you, Ursula Joy. Look right below the video, and write these words. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to get a restart. Today is my January 1st, I get a reboot. Today, write that right below the video. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to go after some new clients. This is your moment. This is your time. This will happen for you. Go ahead, take it away over there, if you would, Kevin. Your January 1st moment.
I got to be honest with you. I've had so many January 1st moments, and I just passed one. I think the first one, the one that really made up my mind, saying that, I can be an entrepreneur, I can do this, and I can really move this business forward. I would say, honestly, like I was saying, I used to work for a huge medical practice, and I was pretty good at it or whatever, and I got promoted up to VP of marketing for this medical practice. And what I found was, in my first year in this role, I was able to make them over $3 million, and my salary was like 45 grand per year. So right then, that was a huge moment for me that just made me see, look, if I can produce this amount of revenue, if I can produce this much income for this business, I know I can be able to do something for myself, because I'm always been a huge proponent of, if you can do it for somebody else, you can definitely do it for yourself. So, working in this role, marketing, I've always been a people person. I'm always, sales is my thing. That's one thing I think as an entrepreneur, I'm actually kind of an anomaly, because what I'm learning is a lot of entrepreneurs don't like to sell, and it's like, I don't see how you can feel that way because to me it's almost one of those type things that go hand in hand. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you gotta be crunk about the sales part of it. Yeah. But I was very good in that role, but like I said, that attitude, things led to what they led to. So I ended up losing that position. And it's crazy. I lost it at a period of time where I was, my wife and I just had our second child. Like, literally, my child was probably about a month old. But, losing that position, instead of looking at it, oh my God, my life's over, what am I gonna do? I got 2 kids to support plus a wife to support, I looked at it as an opportunity. And what I saw was I had 8 hours a day to produce the same income that I was producing when I was working at this position. Now, of course, I wasn't able to produce, $45,000 in my first year. Let's don't even go there. But what I was able to do, I set some very small goals for myself. I said, let's start off. Let's try to make $50 a day. So I started off making $50 a day. Then I started to raise those goals up to $100 a day, and then those goals became just a little bit higher and a little bit higher. So I think the biggest thing is, as you start to get rolling, as you start to do it, and you start to see yourself doing it, and you starting to get that feeling about yourself. It's like, hey, I can do this. I can do this. And every sale leads to that next sale, and it keeps getting bigger and keeps getting bigger. I think that's really what gives entrepreneurs the drive to go out here and do it. Because I got to be honest with you, it's a terrifying thing that I think all entrepreneurs face on a daily basis. And getting over that fear on a continual basis and staying in those uncomfortable places is really what drives us and what makes entrepreneurs as the big sex appeal thing that we are today. It's so hot to be an entrepreneur right now.
Yeah, it's definitely hot to be an entrepreneur. It definitely makes sense. And I love what you're saying. So today is my January 1st. Thanks for being authentic. Thanks for sharing a real story, by the way. I appreciate that. Do me a favor. Just repeat after me. Today is my January 1st.
Today is my January 1st.
Okay. A little more enthusiasm, a little more effort, if you would. For folks out there like Joy Council, who says today is my January 1st. Christina Holmes says today is my January 1st. Gina Brown is typing today is my January 1st. You the entrepreneur, look right below the video, and you repeat after this. Write the words, today is my January 1st. All right, you ready, Kevin? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Today is my January 1st.
I believe you. And it can be your January 1st, because today Kevin's going to share exactly what you need in your business to go to an entirely different level. Now, Kevin, you gave us your today is my January 1st moment. Thanks for sharing. I guess the question I have is, what are 3 things you did to get started once you kind of decided that this is the path I'm going to go on? This is going to work for me. What did you do? What were the first 3 things you did?
I think the first thing that you always got to do is you got to decide on some things. You got to make some decision. What are my true goals? What am I trying to do? Because I always like to start from an end result and then kind of work my way backwards. So the first thing is, what am I trying to do? And when I first started out, I think all of us do this. We start with very small goals, easily attainable goals, and a lot of times we set the bar a little bit lower than what we actually need to. But the first thing was creating those goals. Then the next thing was to create some type of plan to start to achieve those things. And then lastly, it's about creating that action plan and creating those actual steps that I'm going to take every single day so I can actually meet these goals that I'm looking for. So, when I first got started, and really honestly, I didn't really start calling myself a real entrepreneur until a few years ago, because I think a lot of us, we think that we're entrepreneurs and we think we got businesses, but really we created some difficult jobs for ourselves. And that's really the role that I kind of landed myself into. I really wasn't being a business owner. I was more so just being an employee of myself. So, the first thing to do is to start to take care of that income, because all of us got our own demands on life. We all got bills and stuff that we got to pay. So, that's always going to be that first goal is, how do I sustain my life? How do I sustain my family? How do I keep food on the table? How do I keep clothes on everybody's back? That's that first thing that you always got to conquer. Then the second thing is, what did I get in this for? What am I passionate about? What is it that I want to do? What am I trying to share with the world? What am I trying to achieve? So those were really the main steps that I kind of started from. It was that, and I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. It's a goal, it's a plan, and then action steps. That's really what it is.
Man, I love what you shared. Thanks so much, man. This is right on target. I want to say hello to Cynthia Green. What's up, Cynthia Green? Happy belated birthday to you. She's had a birthday, by the way. Nadine said today is my January 1st. Lavonda Hawkins is in the house. Cheryl Ragland is in the house. They're all watching and tuning in right now. Kevin, if you can you give us 3 things that an entrepreneur needs to do in order to remain disciplined, in order to stay on track? You probably heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. But having said that, what do most people struggle with? Well,
I tell folks all the time, it's funny, I tell this to my wife all the time, my routine is what makes me successful.
Yeah.
So it's about creating yourself that routine that leads to success. Some folks is working out, some folks is reading books, but the main thing is to get into some type of successful habit, some type of successful routine, because when you're able to do that, the body and the subconscious mind, it all works off habit and works off routines and this type of thing. So the more that you can start to get yourself into these routines and start to get yourself into some good habits, then that's really how you really start to build yourself as an entrepreneur, and how you really start to go after what you want and what you're looking for. Because the main thing, what I found more so than anything, it's about mindset. It really is. But it takes that action to create that mindset, to really have a mindset of an entrepreneur, because an entrepreneur has to have a mind almost like a steel trap. You cannot let your fears and your own weaknesses and your own little baggage start to get to you, because it's easy to let them little voices start to get in your head, say it's too big for me, I can't do this, or how am I going to get this accomplished, and this type of thing. So the biggest thing that I found is that routine starts to build that character of who you think you are, or who you imagine yourself to be. And the more that you start to take those actions and start to work in that routine, then you start to see yourself as that person that takes that action. You start to see yourself as that successful person. And once you have built that identity in your mindset, and it's become solid in your mindset, look, this is who I am. I'm a successful entrepreneur. I'm out here doing it. I got, thousands and thousands of dollars coming to me every month. When you really are doing the routine, taking the action, doing the work, you develop the mindset, and then that's where you see the success at.
Yeah, I love it. Look, Kevin is giving it to us. He's giving it to his real Anna. He's giving it to his real Angela. He's giving it to his real Nadine, Dylan, Abdullah. I think I got that right. He's giving it to us as honest as he possibly can. Do me a favor. Hit the share button. You see that share button? Some of you are going to hit the watch party button. I get it, because it says start a watch party. Do that. Some of you are going to just hit the share button. And when you hit the share button, do me a favor. Hit the share button and then write these words. Kevin C. Pride is teaching how to grow your business. Hit the share button right now. Don't look, because we come back. I'm going to ask Kevin, what's the number one challenge facing businesses growing in this digital market? And I'm going to tell him to give us one idea. He promised me 5, but I'm going to tell him to give me his best idea up front. So I want you now to hit that share button. Now, why would you hit the share button? Why would you hit the share button? When you hit the share button, put Kevin C. Pride is teaching how to grow your business. Hashtag it's your time. Hashtag it's your time. Now, why do I want you to do that? Shay, why do I want you to do that? I want you to pay this message forward to someone else, because we believe in the giver's economy. The person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. Let me say it again. The person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. So I want you to step back right now, hit the share button. We're not asking for a Cash App payment, okay? We ain't asking for a Zelle payment. You don't have to swipe a credit card to succeed. You don't have to write a check. All you got to do is hit that share button and pay this message forward, because we have a mission to empower, to inspire, and to provide the resources necessary for you, the entrepreneur, to really achieve your dreams, to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And in order to do that vision, the digital marketing expert himself is going to share the insider secrets that you need. He'll share the number one challenge when we come back, and they'll share one idea that you can use. You don't want to miss it, I promise you. And then once you hit the share button, look right below the video and just put I shared. Put I shared. That means you care. Hey, Gina Brown, thanks a lot. She said, create successful habits for yourself. Thank you so much. Angela Wynn is in the house. We appreciate all the comments. With that being said, we're going to go all the way over to my man, the one and only Rob Howes over in Laurel, Maryland. And he says, be present where you are. We'll be right back in just a moment with the one and only, the founder of the Atlanta Business Journal, Kevin C. Pride, the founder of Influencer 365, Kevin C. Pride, and more importantly, he's going to share those 5 digital strategies you need to grow your business. And imagine what it's going to feel like when the money's coming in. Someone say ching, 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 ching. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey guys,
All right.
Me and Daddy are here.
All right, I'm doing a video.
I got a question.
No, it's not a question. This is a video where I'm telling people something. I'm telling them that today is their January 1st. Today is your January 1st Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, because today is the only day you got, because tomorrow's not promised and yesterday is gone. So the reason why today being your January 1st is significant, because it keeps you from procrastination. Procrastination is the destroyer of dreams. Yeah, it's the destroyer. It's the killer of dreams. So take action. Be present where you're present. That's the real gift. Be present where you are present. That is the real gift. Today is your January 1st. Say today.
Today.
Say today is your January 1st.
Today is January 1st.
Say it loud.
Today is January 1st.
That's it. Don't forget it.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country where we have a mission. That is to empower, to inspire, and to provide resources so that you, the entrepreneur, can execute the vision for the people you were called to serve. And you know, one of our mantras is the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. And today, Kevin C. Pride showed up to give you results in your bank account. Someone look right below the video and write ching-ching, 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 because it takes revenue in order for you to purchase the resources marketing. It takes revenue in order for you to hire people. It takes revenue in order for you to go out there and build a website. It takes revenue for you to get those resources. And that's what we're here for. So Kevin C. Pride, thanks for joining, man. We really appreciate it. Take a moment, Kevin, if you can, and share what's one of the challenges you see facing entrepreneurs getting into this digital marketing space and why they've been so hesitant about it. And then what's one idea that they can use from a digital marketing perspective to really grow their business?
One of the biggest things I see, especially with entrepreneurs this day and age, is advertising. It's like we're so scared to spend money on ourselves. We're so scared to invest in what we're doing. We're scared to invest in our service and our product and this type of thing. So the biggest thing, especially with 2020 coming up, y'all can forget about organic. Organic is gone. Organic means free advertisement, and trust me, Facebook is not giving it to you no more. Instagram won't give it to you. LinkedIn and all these other networks. The day and age of us, hey, let me just throw this on my Facebook page. I get 100 and something likes on that because everybody saw it. Those days are pretty much over. So the keys that I can tell most people, regardless of where you are, number one, make sure you got business pages on all these networks, because the power of the business page is analytical data. We live in a day and age where you got data on almost everything that you can think of. So we want to make sure that we have the type of data that we have on our audience. And I don't care if you got 10 likes on something or you got 10 or 15 views on a video that you put out. Number one, keep doing it. But number two, let's dig into those analytics and let's look, because there's a customer in there somewhere. So let's see what this person is looking at. What did they like about what I just posted? What made this person take action on that? Let's get into the mind of that customer, because when we can do that, even with just 10 people or just 15 people, this small sample, because when I can start to get into the mindset or get into who my target market or who my audience really is, because, in marketing, you got two different things. You got the target market you think you got, and then you got who your product and service sells to. And on my side of things and the way we kind of operate, I'm a little bit more concerned with the people that actually purchase your products and service. Let's look at that person. Let's see what's really hitting home with that person. And let's see how we can target more people like that, because those people are the ones that's actually spending the money with you. So making sure that you got that business page is key, because now we can really look at some analytical data and we can start to see, all right, who is this person? What is this person into? What about my content did this person like? And what about my content got this person to interact with me? Because the more you know your audience, the more you can develop content for your audience and then grow that audience. Because if one person likes it, 100 people will like it, or 1,000 people will like it. We just got to find 1,000 people like that first person that liked it.
Wow, said so well. Now, what do you say to the person that's listening right now saying, all right, Kevin, wonky, wonky, wonk. I've heard that before. I love what you're saying, but you don't understand, Kevin. I don't have the right photo on my Facebook page. I'm not sure what words to write for what it's about, and I'm not sure what I'm posting on my business page is going to be different. I mean, what do you say to that person that says, okay, I know I should do it, just like I know I should spend less than I make. I know diet and exercise and live a long life, but I'm so afraid of making sure my business page has to look and represent my company because I have a brand. And if it don't look right, I can't do it.
Let me tell you this. When it comes to advertising, You never know what's gonna work. I'm gonna be honest with you. The worst advertising and the worst looking graphics and all this type of stuff I have seen get millions of likes. I've seen it draw in customers like crazy. And I'm gonna tell you who does it best: used car salesmen. They have some of the worst looking advertisements in the world, worst looking billboards, worst looking ads in papers, magazines, online, and everything else. But it works and it generates for them. Understand your customer. Know what language resonates with your customer, and make sure that the images and the graphics that you're putting out support the messaging that's going out about your product or service. You know what your product and service are better than anybody else. Understand what the benefits to me about your product is going to be. Don't worry about what you think the benefit is. Don't worry about what you think the features are and all this other type of stuff. We live in a me generation, a me society. I want to know what's in it for me. So come to me and talk to me about how your product, how your service is going to benefit Kevin C. Pride, and not how it's going to benefit you and put more money in your pocket.
Sure. And in this digital space, is this for folks who have brick and mortar, or just for folks who are online? Now, I know that's a broad question, so we're gonna hone in first on the speakers, the authors, the coaches, and trainers and experts that are out there that really provide a service. What would you recommend the first step they should do when they're setting up a business page so they get it done correctly? I ask so many questions these days.
Well, number one, fill it out completely. Because now what you're dealing with in 2020, what we're going to see is SEO and social media. Like, I know everybody's heard of search engine optimization for your website and for articles and this type of stuff. But now we're starting to get into that point because everything is so oversaturated and everybody's gravitating to the same platforms. Now we need to start thinking about our SEO strategies for social media. So number one, you got to start thinking about, the messaging and the keywords and everything that's going to go into this post is going to also not only help it pull up on Facebook or not help it pull up on a LinkedIn or YouTube or something like that. We also need to be thinking about, this content is also searchable towards Google. So we need to be thinking about a good SEO keyword strategy just for our social media. So make sure that profile is filled out and is very detailed as to what you do, what you offer, and the same keywords that you're using on your website to help your page ranking over there. You need to start embedding those into your social profiles.
Very, 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 very.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. And I know that you do this for a living. I know you really help people grow their business digitally online. I know we're going to have 4 more ideas, but when you brought up the fact that they've got to at least get going, I know for some the question in their mind has to be, and again, I know it's not a social media type of call, but show. But okay, Kevin, you're saying pages. You said be on all the pages. Does that mean Facebook? Does that mean Instagram? Does that mean LinkedIn? Does that mean Facebook? I got to be on business pages on all these? And if so, why?
I got some clients, and because you mentioned authors, right? I got a couple of authors that's clients of mine, and they only want to sell off their website. Why in the world would you want to sell just on your website where you barely got 1,000 people coming a month, when we can put this book on Amazon, we can put it on Google Books, we can put it on all these other stores where there's already customers there looking to buy books? You got to have that same strategy. Any service, any business that you're in, you need to have that same strategy when it comes to social media. Anywhere I got people, anywhere I can get my message to people, anywhere I can tell people what I'm doing. I don't care if it's on TikTok or Snapchat. If I can get my message out, I need to be there, and I need to have a very nice, well filled out profile so I look good and I look professional no matter who pulls me up or how they see it.
I love it. I love exactly what you're doing. I love what you're saying. Look, for those folks out there watching right now, you're watching the one and only, the man himself. His name is Kevin C. Pride. And Kevin C. Pride.
Don't let me cut you off, but I just got to put this out. Understand this. If you're not doing it, your competitor's doing it. So it's either you're going to get them customers or your competition is going to get them customers. And me personally, if I'm talking to you, I would rather you get them. So I promise you, if they give you a free profile, fill it out, take advantage of it, fill it all the way out. I don't care if you're putting the same information from one platform to another, but you need to make sure that you have a good, consistent message and people understand what it is that you do on every platform that you could possibly be on.
Yeah, because what I found, Kevin, is a number of folks are so stuck on this platform versus that platform versus taking a step. You know, you mentioned something that's very important. That's going to lead us to key number 2. Give them strategy number 2. You said strategy number 1 was to do what again? Just a recap.
To make sure that you have a business profile on all these networks that you can possibly get one. I would say that's going to be my first key strategy for everybody, because like I said, that gives you data that you cannot get off your personal Facebook. You cannot get it off your personal Instagram. You can't get it off your personal LinkedIn. And that analytical data is the key to you understanding your customers online, getting into their psychology, and being able to sell better to them.
So, Kevin, is it okay if we allow folks to promote their business for a moment then? For those folks that are watching right now, if you have a business page, you can look right below the video, and just put your business page. Put I help people ... or I help businesses ... So if it's me, I might say I help businesses build a sales team to make money. And then here is my business, page link. So this is an opportunity for you. We don't care about how many letters you have behind your name. We're not interested in how many celebrity clients you have. All we want to know is that you solve a problem in the world. And Kevin C. Pride, the founder of Atlanta Business Journal and Influencers 365, has allowed me and to allow you to promote. He didn't ask for a credit card. He didn't ask for a Cash App. He just said, just do it. Even before this call, he didn't charge me. He said, Shay, I'm here to serve. So Sherry Crockett, you look right below the video. June Klein out in Phoenix, Arizona, look right below or Atlanta now, look right below the video. Jimmy May, look below the video. Cynthia Green, and put I help people ... or I help businesses ... and then put a link, and we'll spotlight one of you. Put a link to your business page, Now, why would you want to do that? Kevin, what's one of the reasons why someone should take action? Look right below the video right now and share the problem that they solve and a link to their business page. Why should they go and do that action right now, Kevin?
Well, number one, I know there's hundreds and hundreds of people tuning into this conversation right now. So you're getting in front of a new audience right now. Let me tell you the beautiful thing about these type of collaborations, and this is the reason why I'm always so willing to do them. You know, when you come on my radio show and you sit down with me, you get exposed to my audience, and all my listeners get to find out about Shay Brown and the Happy Entrepreneur and all the beautiful things that you're doing over there. And then when I come sit down with Shay Brown on the Happy Entrepreneur Show, they get to hear all about the great things we're doing at the Atlanta Business Journal, and they get to hear about all the great things that we're doing with Influencer 365. So now we start to get that exponential growth. Now, instead of, one-on-one relationships, now we're building relationships 1 on 100 or 1 on 1,000. So, sharing this type of information out in this type of setting, it's almost like we're at a networking event right now. So you never know who is in those comments that's looking for a business or a service that you provide right now. Somebody might get a business contact or a new customer tonight.
Man,
hoping they do.
That is so true.
In care of Kevin C. Pride.
Kevin is having fun, boy. Kevin will help you grow your business, and Nicole Brown Hurst. He's going to have you having some fun at the same time. And isn't that what life is all about? Isn't life about having fun and doing the things that you really, really want to do? And they're watching over there, Kevin, saying, that guy's having too much fun. Don't worry. We're going to come back, and I'm going to ask him about a challenge that he might have had in the business that was a setback for him. And then what did he do to overcome that challenge? And maybe he's thinking to himself, I've never had any problems, Shay. Life's been good for me. Well, then he won't share any problems. I don't know what the guy's had. But we're going to find out. I'm going to ask him to be authentic. I'm going to ask him to open up. And when we come back, James Rollins, I help organizations save time and money through online event registration. He gave his Facebook page. That's great. At Ticket Island. We'll check that out when we get back. Anisha, what's up, Anisha? Anisha's in the house all the way from Las Vegas. Thanks a lot. Don't forget, everyone, put how you help businesses, put I help businesses ... and a link to your business page. Abdullah put I help real estate investors find properties in Dallas, and he put a link to his page. This is your time. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll go over to Delano A. Johnson. And Delano A. Johnson is going to share refuse to live talented and broke. Now, if that's you out there, you're thinking to yourself, that I refuse to live talented and broke. You want to pay close attention to this because Kevin C. Pride, the founder of Atlanta Business Journal, Kevin C. Pride with Influencer 365, he's going to give you his second and third tip that he has in order for you to grow your business using digital marketing. I'm going to suggest you connect with Kevin C. Pride. We'll be back. Anisha, we'll be back in just a moment. Christina, I see yours. Joy, I see yours. Nicole Brown, we see yours. Nathan, we see yours. Don't worry. We'll go back and see the comments. We'll read them. We'll be back in just a moment.
I live in a city where there are more creative people per square mile than any other place on the planet. Question is, how many of them are successful? How many are just like I was, talented and broke? Being broke is more than just not having money. It's failure to turn opportunities into profitable businesses and relationships that last. My mother always said, people perish for lack of knowledge. A compass takes you in the direction of your destiny, but knowledge of obstacles and distractions will ensure you arrive safely. My mentor once said to me, if I had half your talent, I'd have 4 times my wealth. Since then, I made a promise to God. If he would help me unlock my earning potential, I would pay it forward and help others do the same. That's why I wrote this book, because God made us too talented to live our lives broke. That includes you.
It's a great day. Welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show. I refuse to live talented and broke. It's the only book, by the way, Kevin, I keep on my hard copy. I keep right here from Delano. He's out of New York, one of my good friends. He wrote a book called Refuse to Live Talented and Broke. If that's you right now, as you're listening to Kevin C. Pride, if that's you right now, look right below the video, and write these words, Jason Murray. Look right below the video and write these words, Nadine. Look right below the video, Joy Council, and write these words, or anyone is watching. I refuse to live talented and broke. Hashtag it's my time. Just look right below the video, and write I refuse to live talented and broke. Hashtag it's my time. Now, for anyone that writes those words, anyone looks right below the video and writes those words, I refuse to live talented and broke. Hashtag it's my time. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to encourage them. I want you to say, yes, you can. It doesn't matter. It just means that that's a mindset. That's a belief system that you're going to have. And don't worry, Terrence Brooks. Don't worry, Joy. Don't worry, Nicole. We'll go back and we're going to shout out everyone who put the link down below. But first, I'm going to go over to Kevin C. Pride because you're watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country. And it has one mission, and that's to provide you with the resources you need to execute the vision you have for yourself. There's a way you want to live. You got a vision for yourself. The vision you have for your loved ones, they may be sleeping right now, but you care for them so much. And the vision you have for the people you were called to serve, which is why you're in business. So Kevin C. Pride, give us #2. Give us another idea that we can use to use digital marketing to grow our business, because we believe in every single one of you. I refuse to live talented and broke. Take it away, Kevin.
The next thing I would say and tell people, because we're living in a very social world, social media is not going anywhere. Social media is just going to continue to grow and continue to grow and continue to grow. And now it's the new TV station. So the next thing I would tell people is share something of value. That's, I think, one of probably the most overlooked thing, because so many people are so scared to put their real strategies out there. They're so scared to put, real actionable information out here to people, because they're scared, well, if I give out all my secrets or if I give out all this information, then, people don't have a reason to do business with me. Number one, nobody can do what you do. Okay, whatever you do in your business, whether it's baking cakes or digital media or, flipping hamburgers, whatever it is that you do in your business, real estate, doctor, whatever, no one else can do it like you can. But the other side of it is, and this is where the secret comes in, 95% of people that get your information are not going to use it. They'll sit there and listen to it, but most of them won't take action on it, but they will end up calling you to get you to take action on it. So the more that you are putting out content, whether that's a podcast, whether that's posts, whether that's live video, whether that's YouTube videos or just great articles or whatever, put out real information. Give people something of real value. Give me something that's going to change my life today. I didn't come on this show trying to sell anybody on my services. I hadn't told you my website. I hadn't told you really, it's a whole host of services that we can go through, but that's not the point of today. Today is to share something with you that you can start doing in your business starting tomorrow that's going to help bring more people and more customers in your business. Share something of value. Get on these social networks. Start telling people how smart you are. Tell them how great you are, how great your service is, but give it to them in a way that's giving me something of value. Give me some actionable information so I can start to digest this and ingest this, and then I can turn around and use it in my business so I can start to see some real returns, or I can see something, because what ends up happening is when you give me advice, I take it and I can use it, and I really see a result from that. Guess what? I'm going to be calling you. As soon as I need your service, you're going to be the first person I call. And that's one of the greatest ways, number one, to coin yourself as an expert in your field. And number two, pick up new business.
Wow, I love it. That's a perfect tip, man. Perfect tip, right on the money. We do want to recognize June Klein says, I help people feel better. Joy Counsel put, I help people to realize the importance of hydration. Life is in water. Change your water, wow. Change your life. Cynthia Green says, I help couples visualize and create strategies to pursue the purpose that God has for putting two of them together. She helps relationships get better. Thanks a lot for putting that down there. Joy Counsel says, I refuse to live talented and broke. It's my time. James Rollins says, I refuse to live talented and broke. It's my time. Linda Reese is out there watching from Ohio. All of you that are tuning in right now, this is a good use of your time. Kevin just shared tip number 2, and how important was that? Kevin, can you give us idea number 3? So tip number 2 is share something of value.
I'm going to give you the biggest secret for 2020.
The biggest secret. Here it comes. The biggest secret.
Go live and go often. Live video is king now. Nobody wants to see recorded productions. They'll watch rebroadcast. People want to see live stuff. They want to see live information. They want to see you going live, and make sure that you're doing it in some sceneries that are attractive to people. You don't want your background to be distracting to people whatsoever, but you do want to make sure that when people are watching these videos, because you're living in a generation that just likes to swipe, and you got to get them to stop and click. And the only way that you're going to do that is giving some wowing visuals on these cameras. So maybe I don't want to do this in my living room. Maybe I want to go outside where I got a nice background that's quiet and serene, looks beautiful and this type of stuff, but it doesn't distract from my message. But going live is king now, because what's going to end up happening as soon as you hit that live button, then the next thing, they're going to start gathering an audience for you, and then that audience will just grow and grow and grow. So live feed video in 2020 is just going to get bigger. Facebook is giving it more prevalence. Instagram is doing it. LinkedIn has adopted. YouTube gives it a lot more prevalence. So if you are marketing your business, if you're putting out content on social media, and honestly, if you're not using social media with billions of people on this platform, all this advertising that you can do and as much messaging as you can do to get what's going on about your business out there, then maybe that needs to be tip number 3. So make sure you're using social media. And then the next thing is make sure that you're putting out live video, because I promise you, live video is the future. Live video will be big in 2020, and live video will get a lot more looks and a lot more views than what these pre-produced videos are going to get.
And what do you say to the person that's listening right now, says, wonkety wonk, that sounds good, but you don't understand, Kevin. Do I have to get a new camera? Kevin, I don't know what to say. Kevin, I don't have lights and all this other stuff. I mean, talk a little bit about when they do it, Kevin, a little bit of the production, because all that's not even required. You said people just want to see live stuff. So I know someone's thinking, is my hair done? I mean, is this perfect? Talk about that.
First, all right? Make sure you got a nice hairdo. But no, nowadays, honestly, you walking around with a professional camcorder in your pocket anyway. I mean, these iPhones nowadays, these Androids, these Samsungs, and this type of stuff. You talking about shooting 4K video, very high resolution. You can even broadcast this type of stuff at very high resolutions nowadays. So a lot of this, super, production and stuff is great. And if you can do it, like the way that you're doing the Happy Entrepreneur now, good clean audio, nice non-distracting backgrounds, bringing on good guests and giving out great information. This is the perfect way to build any business, and it's a perfect model for almost any business. And that goes all the way down from your plumbers to your restaurant owners. I mean, everybody in every field in every industry has information that is inside information that people want to share out to people, or it's information that nobody knows but you, because only professionals in your industry know this type of information. So I would not be concerned about having all this super, 4K equipment and all this type of stuff, even though, some of us go ahead and make those type of investments. That's not really the biggest thing. It's more about the information that you're sharing, and that live, because, Facebook is giving it so much preference, and Instagram and these other networks are giving that so much preference, use that, because they want more people on the live. So they're going to give you a lot more looks and a lot more views than what they're going to give you on these other video mediums and these other posts that you're putting out. So use that, but don't think it has to be this super dressed up production. It's about the information that you're sharing to people. Now, I'm always a big proponent of let's make it look good. But like I say, it's about the information that you're sharing, because at the end of the day, you can make it as pretty as you want to. Your hair can be as fly as you want to have it. But if you ain't really talking about nothing, I'm going to look at it for a second, and then I'm going to click off of it.
Wow. Look off it and click off it. I love that, man. You're dropping those nuggets, man. You're giving those nuggets. And those folks that are watching right now, like Ellen and
real with y'all, man. I gotta be real with you.
No, I'm glad. I mean, one thing I like about the Happy Entrepreneur Show, and folks just like you, Kevin, that's why I'm glad you agreed to share your knowledge, is that you're not reading something out of a textbook. He didn't just go watch a new video on YouTube. He didn't just go read a blog post, say, well, let me go tell you what I think I heard. This is a gentleman who's in the field. He got his sleeves rolled up. He's in the trenches. Even prior to this call, I learned some things about him, about websites and back-end stuff, that he was like right on top of it. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. He knows a little bit about this right here. And that's a good thing. So you have an opportunity with the person. Now, I'm going to ask him in a moment how you can connect with him. Don't worry about that. I'm going to ask him how you can stay in the conversation with him. Don't worry about it. I'm going to ask him all those questions, and he's going to answer that. I mean, we're in overtime right now. Tell him it'll only be a few minutes. Y'all know what I said, don't you? But he's still here. He hasn't hung up the phone yet. He said he's going to hang in there. So Kevin, as you hear, we have something called the Champions Creed. And I forgot to tell you about that before we got started, but I want to take a moment just to frame the conversation. The Champions Creed is something that my mentor gave me 15 years ago. And he told me to read these words, Kevin C. Pride, and to read these in good times and bad times. And I've been reading them for the last 15 years, almost every day, because it encourages and inspires me. And I'm going to share the Champions Creed with the audience in just a moment. And I'm going to read the words to them. And then after I read the words to them, Kevin, I'm going to ask if you'll just read the words to them as well. And for those folks that are watching, all my new folks that are watching, welcome, welcome, welcome. You probably want to know what in the LL Cool J Shay is going on. I'm going to tell you. And all my current viewers, you know what's going about to happen, right? But the Champions Creed, this is when you, the entrepreneur, you, the viewer, you don't pat yourself on the back. You're going to high five someone else. You're going to encourage someone else. You're going to let them know that they can do this. How do you do that? You look right below the video. You look right below the video when I read these words, and you write these words. You are a champion. Hashtag never give up. You're going to tell someone else, you are a champion. Hashtag never give up. So imagine we're running a marathon. I run 5 marathons. You're on the side, like me and Kevin right now, and you're cheering someone else. So it's not about you. It's about someone else. And what I want you to do, hit the share button and put you are a champion, and then look right below the video and write these words. You are a champion. Let's go and show those words to them just so I can see it. I don't know if Kevin can see it yet, but I'm going to read those words, Rakisha. I'm going to read those words right now, and here they are. The Happy Entrepreneur's Champions Creed. I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. So for you, the entrepreneur, I want you to look right below the video right now and write, you are a champion. Hashtag never give up, right? You are a champion. You're going to write those words, hashtag never give up. And Sharon Green, someone else is going to hit the like button. Mary Mitchell, someone else is going to hit the like button. Rakesha Pittman, someone else is going to hit the like button. We're encouraging all the entrepreneurs, speakers, authors, coaches, small business owners, experts. They get up every single day to do their best. Kevin C. Pride, here's what I like to do. He can handle this. I want you to read those words. I'm going to put them up. And then will you tell us about a time where something didn't work out for you? Because they're probably thinking, this guy's perfect. He has the wife. He has the kids. He has his business. He's perfect. Tell us about a time where something didn't go right in your business.
Okay.
And more importantly, what did you do to turn it around so that you are a champion and you never gave up? All right, let me do you mind being authentic? I didn't ask you before, but I guess I'm putting you on the spot. Do you mind sharing a failure that you had? That's the bottom line.
Sure.
Okay, good. Ellen Grella says, you are a champion. I see you, Joy. Hold on a minute. Let me put this up so you can see it. Let me make sure you can see this. Can you see those words, Kevin?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and read that.
I am not judged by the number of times I fail, but by the number of times I succeed. And the number of times I succeed is in direct proportion to the number of times I can fail and keep trying.
And keep trying, and keep trying, and keep trying. We're part of the Puff Daddy generation, my man. And keep trying, and keep trying. We got to have a remix version on that. All right, Kevin C. Pride, you said you would do it. For Joy that's out there right now, for Nadine that's out there right now, for Sharon Parker out there right now, for George that's writing right now, you are a champion. Go ahead and share a time, man, where there was a setback and you had to bounce back.
I don't know. Is it okay if I cry? if I get deep. No. I would say probably about, wow, it's about 6 years ago now. But I used to own Product Studios, and it was truly my dream. But unfortunately, number one, the location was wrong for it. And then I was probably about 5 years ahead of my time. We were a multimedia studio. We did, video in-house. We had a stage. Speakers could come in. We had an audio booth. You could do podcasts. We could do, voiceovers. We could do music. We had, printers. We could do all your print work and all this type of stuff. But unfortunately, it failed. And I put my life savings into it and almost lost everything. I almost lost my family. I almost lost my home. I had to end up going into bankruptcy and all this type of stuff. And the biggest thing was it broke me. Like literally, it truly broke me to my core. I was, I didn't even want to get out of bed for about, at least 4 or 5 weeks. It was that type of failure. But the biggest thing is with entrepreneurs, there's something in us. It's always that itch. It starts to call you. Oh, okay, I can do this. I can get back up. And the other thing about it was I had no choice. I had to keep going because this is the way I support my family. So, I had to keep going. But the biggest thing for me was to really start to ingrain myself in positive content. I started to really get heavy into all the successful people I know. You just met one of the biggest inspirations to me, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn. I can go on and on all day long, but those are some of the ones that just come to mind right now. But I really just started to immerse myself in just positive content. And one thing about, the human mind and the human brain, the more success that you start to put in, then you're going to start to see success come out. So I let go of everything negative in my life. I even let go of, rap music, hip hop, all that type of stuff. Even start watching the news because the news could be a huge source of negativity as well. So I just really started to fill my life with everything positive as much as possible. And that gave me that inside, that inner emotion that I needed to really get up and really pick myself up and keep going. Because all entrepreneurs, we're going to fail at something. We got, very big dreams. A lot of times we got very big ambitions, and a lot of times most of them are not going to work out. It only takes one to be successful. So if you get one right, most time that one home run is enough to really drive you, way across where you're trying to go. So that was probably the biggest thing for me, is just making sure I'm a big mindset person. I believe everything in this world is mental. I think everything that you do is all about, life is about how you process it. You can go through some of the worst things in life, just devastating type situations, but it's how you process it, it's how you see it. And when you start to see the bad things in life as a good thing. This is a positive. Losing everything and getting close to rock bottom, that was a big positive. No one, because it gave me a strength like I've never seen before in my life. I'm one of the toughest individuals that you'll ever meet mentally. The other side of it, the other side of it is making sure that once you have faced what you see as your end, you can almost deal with anything. And I think the biggest thing for an entrepreneur, especially in the environment that we live in now, is about having that mindset. If you have a strong positive mindset, and I'm not saying, hey, let's be crazy or believe it and receive it and all this type of stuff, but what I'm saying is keep a strong positive mindset. Don't try to fool yourself. Deal with what's real, but keep that positive mindset and always know, look, I can do this. Stay focused on your numbers and start to see how you can make those numbers multiply and grow. And that's really the way I kind of see it. And that's kind of how I built myself back up. It was all internal thing for me.
Man, so well said. We're coming down the home stretch. So well said, Kevin. Thanks for being authentic. Thanks for sharing, Oren C. Hudson. I don't know if you know Oren C. Hudson. You're in Atlanta, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to connect you with...
Hey, I don't know. Do I know him?
Yeah, Oren C. Hudson. Oren Checkmate Hudson, by the way. Chessmate expert, by the way.
I know him. Okay, he was at our GMBA awards last year. All right, how you doing, Checkmate?
Oren Hudson is watching right now, and we're gonna have to make sure I connect you guys, man. He was the reason why we were able to get Les Brown at the event. And I know you have a big gala coming up this Thursday and Friday, so I may bless him with the passes if I can't make it. So I'll make sure, Oren, I give you a call. He's watching right now, by the way. He's tuned into. He's like, man, that's a bad mamma jamma. I say, I think you know him, man. I think you know him. So Oren C. Hudson, as you're watching out there, make sure you send me a note, my man, because I may have an opportunity for you to attend, and you can bring he brings the press with him when he goes. Just a great, great guy. All right. For those folks that are tuning in, we're coming down the home stretch. He's giving us 3 great ideas. He's going to give us the last 2 when he comes back in just a moment. And one of the things I like about him is he's being very authentic. We're going to go over to Push Through the Limit by Dr. Kenneth Thigpen. And then we come back. You don't want to miss this. When we come back, you don't want to miss this. Kevin's going to give us the last 2 and bring it down to home stretch. The last 2 ideas that you need to really grow your business. Now, I'm going to suggest we come back. We're going to find out about him and how you connect with him. We're going to do that. I'm going to ask him to do that as soon as we come back. Maybe he has a website or something he'll share with us, so you don't want to miss this. Now, did you miss anything? No. And yes, hit the share button. Hit the share button and just put Kevin C. Pride is rocking out. Just hit the share button and put Kevin C. Pride is rocking out, because he is giving it up and helping people grow their business. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll go over to Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, Push Through the Limit.
Hello, it's your girl, Dr. Kenneth Thigpen, also known as Dr. K, founder of Rise Women's Network. And Rise Women's Network is pleased to present to you #NextSisterUp. I'm here with you today in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, and today is my January 1st. Here's your thought of the week. Push it past the limit. Push it past the limit. Now, we're historically used to hearing people say, push it to the limit. But when you push it to the limit, you're keeping yourself from reaching your dreams and your goals. Here's the thing. I like to go to the gym, and I have a goal of getting lean and getting toned. But I've been doing the same workout for eons. I have a workout called Keep It 100. So no matter what exercise I do 100 reps. But I've been using the same weights forever. And I wonder why I'm not seeing progress or results as I push myself to my limit. You see, when you push yourself to the limit, you're doing the things that you know you can do. When you push yourself to the limit, you're gonna see little to no progress. When you keep yourself in the confines of your limit, you're keeping yourself in your comfort zone. Now, in business, I challenge us to push ourselves past the limit. So yes, that might mean getting up 30 minutes earlier to do something. That might mean staying up 30 minutes later to get something completed. That might mean investing in a coach. That might mean asking questions, updating your strategic plan. It means you have to do something different to get different results. Push yourself past the limit. So I challenge you this week, push yourself past the limit, not to the limit. My name's Dr. K. Make it a great day.
Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue-focused late-night show in the country, where our mission is to provide you with the resources that you need in order to execute that vision that you have for the people you were called to serve. And today is my January 1st. Imagine sitting there and you are Noah from the Bible. No matter what your belief is, maybe you believe in the universe, maybe you believe in a higher power, maybe you don't believe in it, that's fine. I'm a Christian, I happen to believe in God. But the Bible tells us about Noah, and Noah had a vision. It was given to him from God to him through other people. And suppose Noah never had any nails. Suppose Noah never had wood. Suppose Noah never had a team to help him build that boat. He would have had a vision for the people he was called to serve, but he wouldn't have been able to execute that vision. And maybe that's you right now as you're sitting there, you're watching, and you're listening, and you're tuned in. You're like, you know what, Shay? This is my year. This is my month. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st, and I'm ready to grow my business. I'm ready to get those resources. Well, I'm going to turn it over to Kevin C. Pride. I'm going to say, Kevin, thanks for being in overtime. He's in double overtime. That means he's double overtime where he thought he'd be. But I want him to take a little bit of time and to share the last 2 ideas that he has. And before he does that, because he's been gearing, he's ready to go, I'm going to first ask him if he has a website, because I like to go to his website. Some of you might not make it past the last 2 ideas, by the way. You might be thinking, oh, my gosh, I'm not going to make it. I get that. I'm going to ask him if he'll take a moment, and maybe he'll Kevin, do you mind if they take a look at your website, my man? Do you have a website?
You can go to kevincpride.com. That's pretty much my
hold on. What is it now? You said Kevin, what is it?
kevincpride.com.
Okay. All right, everybody on Hudson, let's go to Kevin C. Pride. Joyce, let's see if his website works. Kevin, nothing personal. Sometimes his websites don't work. Nothing personal. So hold on, man. Let me.
If it did.
No. I'm gonna go there now. First, let me go back. Let me take this off. Okay. Now. All right, Kevin, go nice. Everyone, let's all open up your browser. Open up your browser right now. And we're going to type in Kevin C, as in Charlie.
Yes.
Pride. Oh, there it is. .com. Okay, let's do. Let's all see if it works, everybody. Hey, the website works. This is, whatever it takes. Do what you love and you'll never work again. Whatever it takes. Oh, that's a good slogan. You're going to have to tell us about that slogan later.
Thank you.
All right. From the beginning. Oh, wow. This is a good site. Who am I? A fearless individual. Hey, Kevin, I know you're going to give us some great ideas. What type of clients do you work with, by the way? I mean, what type of clients are good clients for you? Because people watching, they may know someone that maybe needs your services. So I know you didn't come to brag and all that. You said, Shay, I'm just here to help. But can you take a minute and can we slow down and then we'll speed up? Take a minute to tell us about the type of clients you work with, the problems that you solve. Do you mind doing that for a minute? And
Sure.
as you're doing that, where should they go on this website? Is there a tab we should click on? There's a lot going on here.
To find out a lot more about the digital marketing in our business, you want to go to influencer365.com.
Okay.
And that Influencer365 link right there will take you to the website. Kevin C. Pride is kind of my main hub that I send everybody to.
It works. It works. This is good. The site is working. Okay. Oh, that's Lisa Nicole. Okay. All right. Take it away, my man. We're going to go look at your site. Take it away.
So typically the type of clients that we work with a whole host of businesses. We work with businesses from small all the way up to big, large scale businesses. Primarily what I'm finding myself with now are older businesses that's looking to trying to get online and start to take advantage of all the people and all the customers and everything that's there. But we work with small businesses. I work with them for advertising, and we do advertising, social media marketing, website management for smaller businesses and stuff like that. Some personalities, we work with them, and we do reputation management for them, as well as branding. We also do coaching, and we also do consulting. But like I say, the main thing what we have been kind of finding ourselves in here lately is we're working with these large organizations, nonprofit organizations, doctors' offices, medical practices, lawyers, these larger organizations that haven't done what they need to do online to really take advantage of all this traffic and all this these potential customers that they can be in front of. So that's really, a big part of who we work with now.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, if folks want to connect with you, let me go back to Kevin C. Pride, and they're like, "Hey, Kevin, I want someone to take a look at what I'm working on." If they don't have a website, and let's say someone's been in business for a while, you can work with them. I think that's what I'm hearing. Is that
Yes.
correct? So
We work with. I don't work with as many startups as we used to.
yeah,
It was fun, but a lot of times startups still got a long way to go to figure
okay.
things out. So most time we work with established businesses, people that's been out in the marketplace for a while. I'd say at least about a year or so. That's kind of pretty much got an established business, established revenue source, and they're looking to grow their business online. I'm not really looking for people that's looking for me to come in and save their business. I've been in that role. It doesn't work the same way.
That's perfect. So I'm back on here now. Would they click on book an appointment? I'm just trying to make sure they understand.
Yes. So, if you are looking to just sit down and have that conversation, find out what we possibly can do to you. I have a free 30-minute consultation. You can feel free. You can go in there and book it. My schedule is completely open to you. You can book it at your convenience.
Oh wow, it works, ladies and gentlemen. It works. I just clicked on the schedule thing. It actually works. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. Oh my gosh, this is cool.
Now feel free to go ahead and book that deep dive consult for $250.
Hey, I like that even more. Oh, this is really nice, Kevin. First of all, thanks for letting me just. I know this is ad hoc, man. I know that that you really care a lot, and this wasn't your whole mission. But I want folks to have a way of connecting with you. So for those folks that are out there, I'm going to turn over to Kevin in a minute. He's going to bring it down the home stretch. You want to connect with Kevin, and you're thinking, how do I connect with Kevin? Go over to www.kevincpride.com. Once you get there, you can click on Influencer 365. You can click on book an appointment, and you can schedule time to have a conversation with Kevin to take a look at it. Now, worst case scenario, you show up, it's a waste of your time. So after 5 minutes, you hang up on the guy and say, this is just not a good use of my time.
I guarantee you 30 minutes with me would not be a waste of your time no matter what your business is. Now, you might not be able to benefit me. You might not be able to be a client, but I can definitely give you some pointers and give you some things that's going to be able to help you in your business.
Yeah, I love it. That's the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is you schedule an appointment. The best case scenario is you show up, you get one idea. You decide to work with Kevin. And it changes the trajectory of your business. It becomes your January 1 moment. Yes. And not only are you in the digital space, but your business is growing in the digital space. It's one thing to be there. Like it's another thing to get the results you're looking for. All right, Kevin, man, you blessed us so far so much, and you're in double overtime. I'm turning over to you, man. If you take a few minutes, just give them the final 2 points that you have that you want to share with the audience to help them grow their business. I'll turn it over to you.
Well, I'll go through these last two pretty quickly because I know it's getting late for everybody. So, number 4, get active on your website. Too many people build websites and they just leave them. They stop thinking about them. They stop maintaining them. They stop putting information out there. When Google is looking at a website, you can have every keyword in the world, but if you have not posted anything to this website, you hadn't updated any content or put out any new articles in over a year, Google's going to say, well, this business is obviously shut down because I don't see any type of activity going on. Now, you don't necessarily have to go on there every single day and be pushing out content, but you need to make sure that you have some type of consistent content distribution going on from your website, because this shows the search engines like Google and Bing and other search engines out there that this website is active, this business is active, we're operating. So send me some more leads, send me some more traffic. And I think that's honestly one of the biggest things. I think a lot of people just forgot, because we're in this social media age. Everybody wants to use their Facebook page, and all this other type of stuff. The main thing what you need to be using Facebook for is use Facebook to pique people's interest, to gain more leads, and then get those leads and get that information or get those people over to your website. And then on your website, see, the beautiful thing that I love about my website versus social media, I like social media, it's great, but social media's got a lot of noise on there. You're looking at my post and you're looking at the one above it, the one below it. We got celebrity news, we got fights, we got gossip, politics, and all that type of stuff. But when you come to my website, now you're in my house. So now I get your full attention and get to tell you about all my services, all the ways I can help you, and then show you what an expert I am in my field. So tip number 4, I would definitely say get active on your website. If you're not blogging, start blogging. If you don't want to blog, you don't want to write articles, do a podcast, put some audio out there, but you need to be pushing something out from that website on a consistent basis. So these search engines and these robots and spiders, they realize that, hey, this is an active website, we're an active business, and you can send that traffic to us.
Wow, man, that's perfect, man. Thanks so much for sharing. Thanks for being honest. Thanks for being, just so authentic. And for those folks that are watching right now, you might be wondering, all right, what do I need to do right now? I want you to look right below the video. And I want you, Danny, I want you to put your biggest takeaway. Because your big takeaway could be someone else's big breakthrough. Let me say that again. Your big takeaway could be someone else's big breakthrough. So look right below the video. Look right below the video and put, my big takeaway is blank. Get in the game. My big takeaway is be consistent and post every day. My big takeaway is make sure I do videos because that's the fastest, easy way to grow my business. Whatever your big takeaway is, go ahead and do that right now. Look right below the video. Look right below the video. Maybe for you it is whatever it takes. That's how you give a digital applause. And also, when you do that, just put thank you, Kevin. This is how you give a digital applause to Kevin. Look right below the video and put thank you, Kevin. We appreciate you, Kevin. Kevin, great job. We're going to encourage Kevin. Kevin took time away from his wife, from his 2 kids, just to be here to serve. So we, as the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, we want to love on Kevin. We want to let Kevin acknowledge him for the work that he's done and let him know we appreciate him. So how do you do that? Look right below the video. Look right below the video and write these words. We appreciate you. Or write the one word, thank you. Or write the one word, we believe in you. With that being said, Kevin, we're going to go over to the one and only Saucony Prince. He's going to talk about how to be flexible. And we come back, Kevin's going to have his final comments as we close out this particular episode. His final comments to you to inspire or to encourage you to continue to do what you're doing right then. So he's going to close out. When we come back, we'll be back in just a moment. Nicole says, thanks so much for bringing the notes. I learned that consistency is the key. Much appreciated. Lavana Hawkins says, thank you so much. Joyce says, thank you so much, by the way. Danny says, whatever it takes, thank you so much. For those folks, you can look right below the video and just put, thank you, Kevin. We'll be back. Saucony Prince down there in Mobile, Alabama, who I just saw this past weekend. Take it away, my man. Take it away.
Hello everybody, how you doing today? This is Saucony Prince of SauconyPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And I'm in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, giving you your thought of the week. And your thought of the week is going to be a philosophy that I use. We're dealing with most situations. It's a 3-part philosophy. Number 1, you got to be flexible. Number 2, you have to make adjustments. And number 3, you have to have fun. Now look, when I say be flexible, I mean you have to realize that everything is not going to go 100% the way you thought in the first place. So you're going to have to actually be flexible enough to make whatever changes are needed in order to get the job done. But then that brings you to the next point, which is make adjustments. That means that there are going to be times where you're going to have to tweak and turn stuff and just to get it exactly the way it needs to be. You're going to have to make adjustments, not only be flexible, but you're going to have to be a part of that process. How do we make it better? How do we get it done? How do we fix this? But then thirdly, you need to have fun. And why having fun? Because having fun, it allows you to keep that excitement and that enthusiasm. And once that excitement and enthusiasm is gone, it really becomes work. So look, whatever you're doing, whatever you're going after, make sure that you be flexible, make sure that you make adjustments, and make sure that you're having fun. Because that's going to make it just that more effective, and the outcome is going to be that much better. Hey, look, this is Saucony Prince of SauconyPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And I'm in the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe, giving you your thought of the week. And why? Because you guys rock. And look, I want to thank Shay for this opportunity, and I say back over to you, Shay.
Saucony Prince, for those folks that are watching, welcome back to the Happy Entrepreneur Show, the #1 business development and revenue focused late night show in the country, where we help give you the resources necessary to execute the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. We want to thank you for watching. We want to thank Kevin C. Pride. Joy Council says, my big takeaway, video, whatever it takes, Kevin. Thank you so much. Nadine said, my big takeaway is podcast, blog, on website, whatever I got to do. Linda Reese says, my big takeaway is not enough to have a website. You need to be actively engaging. Kevin, thank you so much. Christina Holmes says, thank you, Kevin. Today is my January 1. She had her January 1 moment. Those moments happen on any given day. Thanks a lot. Lavonda says, thank you so much. They're out there watching right now. With that being said, Kevin C. Pride, thanks for joining, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving up your time. One thing I do know is you can always make more money, Kevin, but you can't make more time. And you've given us this time. So I'm going to turn it over to you, man, to have the closing comments to all the entrepreneurs that are out there. I'm going to encourage them to connect with you over at www.kevincpride.com. Again, www.kevincpride.com. And then hit the Influencer 365 tab or book an appointment with you. Spend some time with you. Again, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you. God bless you. Enjoy some time with your family. And I'll be talking to you soon. Over to you to give the final comments to encourage somebody who's doing really well right now, but they got to keep going, or encourage somebody who's having some high highs and some low lows, or to inspire someone who's laying on their back right now. I've been in bankruptcy. I get it. I've had the car repossessed. I get it. I've had the waterman knock at my door and say, I'm here to turn off the water. Can you give me something to keep me from doing this? So I get it. And Kevin, I know you get it. Thanks a lot, man, from the bottom of my heart, man. We appreciate you. We love you. I turn it over to you to close us out.
Well, definitely, number one, thank you for giving me this opportunity to be on your platform and to be able to, share a little bit with your audience. And I do hope, people were able to gain something that's insightful from this. And point number 5, just to get it out there real quick, automate. Automate as much as you possibly can. Automate email, automate social media, automate all of it, because we want to make sure that we're getting our message out there. We want to make sure that we're being consistent, but we're not trying to absorb all our lives with this type of thing. And I think I just got to leave you with what my man and Mobile just said. Have fun. One of the biggest things that I'm learning now that I'm starting to get older, I'm starting to mature, is I want to enjoy what I do. I want to do something that I truly love, and I don't want to do it just for money. And what I found is throughout my entire career, everything that I did for money, I failed at. But when I started to really do what I enjoy and do what I love, all of us, well, I ain't gonna say all of us, but some of us actually, some of us entrepreneurs actually do get a chance to get to a point to where, money is not my biggest issue anymore. I can pay my bills now. I can take care of my family. I'm not really concerned about that month to month. But now it's more so about enjoying what I do, and that's the biggest thing, because when you love what you do, you have that excitement in what you do. That excitement breeds more excitement. Your followers find it, your customers get it, your clients get it, and everybody starts to get excited about what you're doing. And that type of energy does nothing but just breed success. So the biggest thing that I can tell anybody, just like it says on my website, love what you do and you'll never work again. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you're doing it because you love it. Don't just do it for the money, because doing it for the money is just going to create a job for you, and it's going to create a life full of misery that's not going to be worth it. So if I can leave anybody with anything, if you're failing right now, don't worry about it. It's temporary. I promise you, it always turns around. Always. No matter how bad the situation is, I have faced the worst. I have faced bankruptcy. I have faced foreclosure. I have faced the very, very end as a father, husband, and all this type of stuff, having to deal with these type of financial situations. So trust me, it will always turn around. Keep a positive mindset. Keep a positive outlook. Know what it is that you want to do. You can do it, and do what you love.
All right, do what you love, man. I love what you're doing. With that being said, thanks so much, Kevin. We appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. For every single one of you, do me a favor as we close out. Look right below the video. Look right below the video and make the declaration. Today is my January 1st. I get a restart. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to step it up in my digital marketing. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to spend some more time with my family. Today is my January 1st. I'm going to go to the gym. Whatever it is for you, that today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. Today is my January 1st. With that being said, by the way, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. You've been watching the Happy Entrepreneur Show. For those folks that are tuning in for the very first time and haven't heard me, my name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, we're going to make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and we wish you success. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Please go ahead and give a big standing ovation for the one and the only Shay Brown.
And I'm here right now in this moment with none other than the one and only Dr. Willie Jolly. What's up, my friend?
It's a privilege and a pleasure and a treat and a treasure to be in your presence.
All right, Delator, we're going to get started. You ready, Delator?
I'm ready, friend.
You ready, Dr. Connect?
Ready, ready.
None other than Andy Henriquez. And we have someone like a Dr. Sonia, who's a bad sister. All right, now, go ahead with your bad self. None other than the Kim Warren Martin. That's the promise I made to my mom. I only did this message for one person, and that's my mom. This is for you, Mom. Love you. My name is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Shay Brown.
Mic check, mic check.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Yes. Yeah.
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win.
Thank you. God bless.